Yo, JD back again with the NFC South. Um, this division could be switched around very quickly. It happens like that every year. Um, some teams are like really good and then they drop off, and some other teams it just switches around very often. But I'll start from the bottom. Falcons at 5-11. I have no faith in Matt Ryan. They're the only team to, other than Denver, of course, only team to actually beat the Carolina Panthers last year. But Matt Ryan, in my opinion, he kind of screwed me over in fantasy football. So I'm not a huge fan of him right now. But they are definitely a talented team. But it's just putting it all together. Last year they started like 5-0 and then did nothing. They did absolutely nothing after the 5-0 start. They still have Julio Jones, who's a stud. They still have Devontae Freeman, who had a great year last year. Defense is shit. No, pardon my French. Defense is bad. And I don't personally have faith in the Falcons. Decent players, like I said, all around, but some teams don't put it together, and that is like a big theme of why I hang my hat on certain opinions of teams. Tampa will go 8-8, maybe as low as 7-9, maybe even as low as 6-10. But I see them gradually on the rise. They had Mike Evans. Mike Evans is really good. Doug Martin's gotten good. Sims is their other running back. Both of them are a good 1-2 punch. Jameis Winston had a great rookie year. He could do better, and I think he will. You also have to factor in Vincent Jackson if he's still there. No, I don't think he's there. No, he may not be there. I'm sorry, he's not there. My bad. But you got to factor in that they got a new coach, offensive base coach. So I think their offense will be better, and because of that, and their defense wasn't horrible last year, but the defense could have been better too. So there's a lot of things that factor into making them a little bit better than the Falcons, but not much. The Saints will go 9-7, and this is strictly because of Drew Brees. Drew Brees, you got to guarantee it because he's done it every year for the past since he's been been a Saint, like 10 years, 9 or 10 years. Every year he's done these two things: thrown for more than 4,000 yards, which last year was like 4,900 or 4,700 or something, in a bad losing effort. Okay, and that's a down year for him. He does this every year. Throws for over 4,000 yards, and he has over 30 touchdowns. You can't substitute for that. So that alone is going to get you enough to. I think they're going to be competitive. You have to be. You have to consider that. Sean Payton's a good coach, but he has not done anything in the last few years. He needs to be looking over his shoulder to see if anyone wants his job here soon. Because you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I think he's elite. I think he's top tier. Easily. Top tier. Tier 1. He's an elite quarterback, and he shows it every year. And you don't do enough to actually, kind of... Yeah, I'm not very good at that. You don't do enough to actually show your appreciation of him. And right now he's in a contract negotiation. And he wants like $60 million guaranteed because that's what the highest quarterback in the league gets right now. 3 years, $60 million. That's simple. Take your money, have a good day. All of it guaranteed. He is that good a player. And as much as he's done for New Orleans, the city, and the New Orleans Saints, the team, he deserves it. There should not be an argument on that. There's no negotiation. Okay, now if you want to go longer than that, that's a completely different situation. But he is 38 now. I think he's 37 and a half. He turns 38. By mid-season, turns 38. And there's nothing that I've seen that says he's going to drop off the cliff. He had an injury last year, and he still had over 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. Nothing to say he's not going to do well this year. He's a very good quarterback. He's got a killer arm. He's good. I don't understand. If he was on another team, he would carry teams to he carried the Saints to Super Bowl. He would carry teams to Super Bowl. It's ridiculous how little he's appreciated. And the winner of the division is going to be Carolina. I don't think Carolina is as good a team as they were last year. I think that was an aberration. I think there's going to be what's called a regression to the mean. They've done about 11-8 and won the division, 11-7-1 2 years ago to win the division, 7-8-1. I'm sorry. And they've also my head itches. They've also just not done extremely well, and then they have a year they go 15-1. I think a lot of things fell into place perfectly to do that. Do I think they're going to be good? Yeah, because Cam Newton had a great year. Don't think he's Super Bowl caliber personally or MVP caliber. Not every year. Last year he Definitely was good enough to be considered. I still think a couple other quarterbacks should have been picked, but he did have a good year. He had a good second half of his year. Let me rephrase that. A lot of people want to say he had a great year. No, his first 8 games he didn't do very good. The second 8 games he did. 11-5, still have a good defense. They lost Norman. That's definitely going to help their record go down. Norman, he went to the Redskins, and I'll talk about them a little bit later. But he's definitely going to be missed. I think when someone fits your system that well and plays that well, I don't know. You just don't let that go if you can help it. So they let him go. You don't really have a strong running game other than Cam Newton. Jonathan Stewart, he gets injured every year. He gets a little bit banged up. You have a decent backup, but I don't know. They needed to have drafted a good running back to kind of pair with Cam Newton to like go forward into the future. Ezekiel Elliott would have been a good pickup. Trade up and get Ezekiel Elliott, something. But they got a bunch of receivers back. Funchess, he's not back, but he's going to have another year where he was kind of treated like a number one. Now that they have Kelvin Benjamin back, hopefully that's assuming he comes back fully healthy and he doesn't miss a beat. That'll help. I don't think this team is as good as they were last year. Because I just know that I think they're like the ultimate front runners, is the best way to put it. They had a game against the Redskins. Redskins were toe to toe with that team every step of the game. They were as physical, if not more physical than them, every step of the game. And then all of a sudden, one play changes everything, and that's that play that got called back from sportsmanlike illegal conduct. There's some kind of stupid penalty. And there's a bunch of games where if you play them at a certain level, they don't exactly respond as well as they should for a team that was undefeated. For example, the Saints put 40 on them and almost beat them. Falcons beat you, and they were horrible last year. A bunch of teams put you to the wire. So, just saying. So I think they'll go about 11-5, maybe 12-4. If a serious injury doesn't happen, I do think they'll win the division easily. No one from this division will make the wild card unless someone blows my mind and just comes out of the basement and comes out of nowhere. So that's my prediction for the NFC South. Excuse me, NFC South. Follow me on Greek Nerd Fan Man. Let me know what you think. If I get enough questions, I'll do a question video. Okay? See ya.